Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa. I'm the Self-Mastery Princess. And on this channel, we discuss the art of self-mastery because when you master yourself, you master the world. Today, we're going to be talking about a very spicy topic. You need to learn how to increase your tolerance level. Yes, and by you, I mean us all. This is going to be such a major key on your journey, and this is going to make you have so much power and respect amongst your peers, your coworkers, your colleagues, your organizations on how to truly increase your tolerance level for inconvenience. I actually learned this method from one of my very dear friends. He always says, Lisa, you need to increase your level of tolerance. You need to have resilience. You need to have patience. And I can honestly say that this is a journey and it's something that you have to keep trying at, but every day I feel like I'm getting better and better and building more patience and more tolerance. Tolerance is a little bit different to me than patience because when I think of tolerance, it's like being able to practice that emotional control in the midst of adversity, in the midst of being in a situation that you're not particularly fond of. I think that is something that if you can learn it, like you will immediately just bring more money into your life, your relationships will get better, and you yourself will feel like a stronger person. There are some ways you can practice this on an everyday basis. So for me, I like to practice this when I'm driving, especially in Houston, Texas. You Houstonians, y'all know how y'all do it down here. And a lot of the time when I'm in traffic or somebody will cut me off, I like to just breathe and say, you know what, maybe it's an emergency, maybe something happens, and I just kind of let it go. So it's easy for me to do it in traffic. Sometimes when it's a conversation with someone who I care about, that tolerance is not as strong as I would like it to be, but I'm learning how to get better with that every single day. How do you increase your tolerance? Increase your reaction time. Make it a point that regardless of how you feel, you're going to give yourself a two-hour response time, a 3-hour response time, a 24-hour response time. You can start small. This is how I did it. For me, if something really bothers me, I like to give myself, a 24-hour response time to just relax and come back to that issue. Sometimes you get caught off guard, you're in the moment. Give yourself like a 30-second hold before you just react. I think this increases your level of tolerance. So it's not something that's gonna happen overnight, but with time and practice, you can be a more tolerant person and you can learn how to have patience and resilience. And I think this is really important, especially in relationships, because I feel like a lot of the time we go into relationships dynamics believing that we have the best communication, we have the best patience, and it's truly not until you are in a relationship with somebody and you guys are communicating that you get to identify to see, okay, I need to work on being a better listener. I need to work on actually listening to this person and not just listening to them to go and speak over them. Giving yourself those small challenges to be able to really hear your partner or hear your friend or hear your boss in that situation. And this is something that can be hard because some people can be very, dominating and saying things that are not nice, and it can really get you livid. But you have to really say, you know what? I'm learning emotional control. I'm on a journey to self-mastery, and I'm going to be able to be more tolerant. And it's one of those things, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And people respect you more because they know they can't get a reaction out of you. And this is something that I've learned, like, I've seen people in my life who they have such a calmness about them. It's like they don't get overwhelmed. They don't go, I mean, the worst thing could have happened to this person. They could have, gotten robbed, they lost their job, and that person is just calm, and it's gonna be like, I admire that. That is where I aspire to be. I have a very optimistic personality, so when things happen, I do get overwhelmed sometimes, but I'm able to bounce back. Like, my bounce back game is, my bounce back game is strong. But I want to take that to the next level, and I want to be able to say, you know what? This happened. I see it. I hear it. It's okay. And just being able to embrace that tolerance and that patience and that resilience, because I feel like when you master this skill, you really gain back the power. Like, you're not affected. Like, you're not affected by outside circumstances and people and situations. Like, you're one of your own league. You're powerful to be able to be unbothered. That's the real unbothered. Not, writing social media posts and calling people everything but a child of God, but to be able to I'm gonna let it fall off my back. I'm gonna dust it off my shoulders, and I'm gonna keep moving. I think that is such a high quality skill, and I think it's something that we can all work towards every day. Because here's the thing, right? You don't want to be a person that is so easily triggered that anybody can't talk to you. Or, in fact, what I have seen on my journey is that from where I used to be to where I'm at now, when people know that they can trigger you, it's like they'll mess with you. They'll push your buttons. They'll, get you all riled up, and and it's like you fall into that trap every single time. It takes a very strong person to say, you know what? I'm just not going to respond to this, or I'm just not available for this. Like, that's a strong person. Think about the last time you were in the airport and you see those people, yelling at the flight attendants. This is ridiculous. They're going to call corporate. All of those things. Yeah, they might get a voucher or something, but it's like the people are looking at them like, ma'am, like, are you serious? And it's a whole thing, and you don't feel good in your body. Like, think about how that feels. Like, you gotta strain muscles and get loud with people. It's just not worth it. Like, your energy is so priceless. Like, understand that reacting to people, not having a high level of tolerance is just not even worth it. Because the thing is, you get all worked up, you do all of this, and guess what? You might still not get the outcome you want. So practice this little by little every single day to increase your tolerance level, to build your resilience, your patience. Really try your best to increase that response time. And I think that you will see good benefits in your life, and you will like it. Because even now, there are times where I literally have to bite my tongue. Like, I'm like, bite my tongue, because I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna give this a reaction. I'm not gonna get worked up about this. And I have seen how much I've grown from really increasing my tolerance level and being able to walk away or hold my tongue or just endure, a small inconvenience. It has made me grow as a better person. And I think you should try to do that on your journey, because the more you do it, the more it will become a part of you, and the more unbothered you'll be. And trust me, when you're unbothered, life is a dream. I mean, you're just one happy person, and nobody can like burst your bubble. Most people in my life think I'm like on drugs or something, when I'm just literally high off of life. So there are some key perks to being more tolerant, being more patient, being more resilient, and really using every single obstacle. Use it as a chance. Play a game with yourself. Like, oh, this is the time I get to learn how to practice my emotional control. I get to increase my tolerance level. So definitely try and do that. I know you can do it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.